This is To the Point with Michael Williams.
Good morning, everyone. Water management and water quality for our communities, in many ways at an historic pivot point. So many projects, so much at stake for the environment and the economy, both of course bound together. My guest, Mark Perry, Executive Director of the Florida Oceanographic Society, a familiar face, longtime environmentalist here. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, welcome, Michael.
Next week, let's kick it off there. We talk a lot about regulating the amount of water that goes east and west from Lake Okeechobee. Nature never intended it that way. Man-made canals brought that water east. It's meant a lot of havoc over decades for our estuaries and lagoon. We've got some critical decisions coming up. Let's start there.
That's right, Michael. This is the Lake Okeechobee regulation schedule, and the last one that was done is 2008. So we're totally due for a new schedule, and the Corps has been working with all the stakeholders around to try to understand how better to manage Lake Okeechobee and all of the water that comes in and goes out of the lake, and how to manage it so that it's better for the environment and better for everyone.
Where do we stand right now? What the plan would mean in terms of reducing water flows east through the river into the estuary and lagoon?
Well, they've gone through all the modeling and iterations, and they've come up with kind of a plan that everybody's looking at now, and they'll be kind of announcing next week or so when this is going to really happen. But the plan looking like is to really stop the regulatory releases from going to the East Coast, and stop the harmful discharges to the Caloosahatchee and to the Lake Worth Lagoon, and then to send this water south from Lake Okeechobee south where it was naturally meant to go in the first place. So the idea is to reduce or stop those harmful discharges to these estuaries.
But down to zero, 75% from where they are, 56, where are we?
Yeah, the current schedule that we're looking at is to zero over to the St. Lucie estuary during the Zone D and up to zone, the C.
In plain English, what will that mean?
But when it gets real high, when the lake schedule gets real high and the lake levels are high and they need to for safety, then they'll have to release to the St. Lucie. But to the Caloosahatchee, they will release during certain times when they need water over there, but then again, stopping those harmful discharge rates when they get to those higher levels.
How confident are you, or how hopeful are you that we're at a real turning point in terms of greatly reducing all the way down to zero? You and I talked months ago, you said, well, maybe 60, 75%, but potentially zero discharges for most of the time to the lake. Do you think we're going to get there?
Well, I really do. I think that everybody is kind of holding steadfast. That's the plan. That's the idea. We really can do this, I believe. The Corps and the district have to get it, making sure they model to sending this water south through the Everglades that needs it in Florida Bay, rather than to the East Coast or West Coast.
We've seen the nutrient loading from runoff that goes into the lake, then come east. It's supercharged algal blooms. I recently talked with somebody, said we're going to end up with an algal bloom macro environment instead of a seagrass bed one. We've seen seagrass beds killed. The salinity of the estuaries, vital to the fisheries there, vital to wildlife, and therefore to the people who use those waterways in the economy. All that's at stake here with these water flows. It's that critical.
It is critical, Mike. It's so critical. I mean, that water that has inundated these estuaries for many years has, as you said, degraded those habitats like seagrass beds and oyster reefs. And if we can stop those discharges from coming into these estuaries, they will recover. They're very resilient, these ecosystems along our coast. And the Everglades too. If we can rehydrate the Everglades and allow that water to slowly flow south to Florida Bay that really needs it in the dry season especially, that will be the plan, and we're trying to get there. And I have hope because the Corps and the district are really trying to work together to get this plan right.
And we'll talk a little bit about political hurdles with water south of the lake, but first we have some footage of seagrass. You all are doing seagrass replanting. I just talked to somebody you know well, Jim Moore, marine conservation advocate. We're looking at some of the seagrass along the shorelines, and you all just recently, this was you showing me around the estuary this spring, the oyster beds that are imperiled. And also we may have some footage of some of the seagrass replanting you're doing. Right. That's vital for the manatee population, which has experienced a record die-off this year. It's all interrelated, and that's the bottom line. And keeping the flow of water more natural into the estuary and lagoons, vital, as I said, for fisheries, vital if we're going to revitalize our manatee population, vital for the economy that we all rely on. It's that all of that is hinged on what's going to happen in the next few weeks. And then we'll start talking about water south of the lake.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All of these estuary habitats, the oysters, the seagrass beds, are very, very dependent on that balance of salt and fresh water that comes in. And if you overload that with these releases from Lake Okeechobee for too long a duration, then you're in a big trouble.
We've got another big piece of the water management puzzle, C-44 Canal in Martin County. Sometime in the next month, we're going to see that open to take water flow that won't necessarily go east. They'll be able to take that, talk about what happens there.
It's pretty exciting because back in year 2000, when the first authorization went through to get the comprehensive Everglades restoration plan done, there's 68 components. And out of those there are two components right up here we call Indian River Lagoon South, which are those C-44 and the C-2324 component. And that was authorized in WRDA, the Water Resource Development Act, back in 2007. So finally, that component, the C-44 reservoir project, is finally phase one is done. The reservoir's completed. They're getting ready to fill it up probably the mid next month.
And what will that mean in terms of water flow not coming east? What will it mean in terms of water flow being able to go south, filtrated and clean? Talk about that. In fact, give me your map. Show me the C-44. I'll do something old-fashioned here. So when we're looking at
C-44 is this component right here, the blue reservoir and the stormwater treatment.
Scott's our eagle eye production director. I'll see if he can go in on that while you're talking, Mark.
So that reservoir is about 50,000 acre feet. That's about 16 billion gallons of water that comes out of the C-44 basin and canal, stores it there, and goes through the green components, which are about 6,000 acres of stormwater treatment areas. Now those are man-made marshes that allow that water to filter as it goes back into the system. So
the system takes it
stores
where
it,
then?
Treats it, and then moves it back into the system.
Back into the system, headed where?
Into the C-44 and the St. Lucie.
Okay, so it'll come into the estuary, but it's cleansed. That's the key.
And stored. So that it's not rushing out in great volumes like they were just not too long ago. They were releasing.
We're doing some old-fashioned, that right where my finger's pointing, C-44
the
in Martin County. But the
reservoir.
bottom line, less water rushing east, you can cleanse it, and that's all important for water quality there. And thanks to Scott, our eagle-eyed assistant director there. He's the greatest, and some old-fashioned TV. So that's another important component. We talk about south of the lake, and we have some footage recently. They're doing a lot of work on reservoir projects there that's going to extend not only in terms of a water treatment area. We were out there when they were doing some of the dynamiting for it. You see there as they build the reservoir, the water treatment area, and then eventually a giant reservoir, sending more water south. It's long been the gold standard of efforts here. Talk about that as we look at the footage, how that ties in. The water treatment area is supposed to be operational in late '24, the giant reservoir next to it, within the next 8 to 9 years.
8 to 9 years, right.
Talk about the criticality of that.
Well, it's one of the key components south of the lake. When we try to send water south of the lake, we again have to store it and treat it before it goes into the Everglades and into Florida Bay. So that storage and treatment, as you see, the A1 and A2 areas, those are the A2 areas are where that stormwater treatment area and the reservoir are going to be built. And that reservoir you saw starting to construction, and you've seen the STAs under construction already by the Water Management District. Those again are those uptake of that nutrients in the water, but we got to get the water from the lake into that reservoir, store it, and then treat it through these stormwater treatment areas before it goes to the Everglades.
And heading south to the Glades, which has been parched, can use that. I talked to Eric Eichenberg with the Everglades
and of course that will
Foundation
reduce
recently.
the amount of releases that have to go out of the lake to the estuary.
Well, and he talked about how critical, some argue that we'll never reclaim all the Glades. It's impossible that we can reclaim a good bit, and to re-nourish the Glades, to re-nourish Florida Bay as best we can. As we sum it all up, we look at this gigantic water system with Lake Okeechobee as the liquid heart of that. And of course, there's the issues of regulating water coming from the gigantic watershed from north of the lake into the lake. We've covered that as well. There's so much that you can piece together. Wrap it all up. You've had political setbacks over the years. You've had hopes and promises and setbacks. As we sit here right now, how confident are you that we really are at a pivot point that can be positive in a lot of ways and will go forward?
Well, as you said, over the years, there's been a lot of setbacks, a lot of things happening. And of course, critical is funding. And funding gets diverted to a lot of places or, gets diverted altogether. But the idea of getting the political will and the agencies in line to do this work and to get it done, I really am confident and hopeful we can really get a big grasp on doing the Everglades restoration. And that We're already working on about 14 of those key components all throughout the Everglades, greater Everglades ecosystem. As you said, south of Orlando, all the way through the lake and all the way south to the tip of Florida.
What else may I be missing? And I'm sure it's a lot. You're the expert here. But what's your final takeaway message you want to leave with our audience about really the point we're at? You and I have stood out there in the estuary and you've said, listen, we either do this or we're losing a huge chunk of our environment and therefore economy and the lifestyle so many take for granted. What's the last and most important message you want our viewers to take away?
I think viewers need to understand, don't give up. You know, don't be persistent, don't give up. Keep going with the message that we need to get the water right. We need to get the water quality right and the volumes right so that it doesn't destroy these critical habitats, including the Everglades, but also these northern estuaries, the key components along our coast. This is really critical water systems, and we've come to this understanding that they're so valuable, and they're valuable to us not only now but in the future. So what we need to do is stay persistent, don't give up the fight, keep fighting for clean water.
Very briefly, there's been concerns on the Caloosahatchee side about that they're getting the raw end of the deal. There have been agricultural interests say we were promised certain amounts of water south. There's a lawsuit there. How many hiccups could be in the way? I mean, you're optimistic, but cautiously so, I would imagine.
Well, you identified two of them, so there are hiccups, perhaps if you call them, that
and perhaps more hiccups. I may be understating it.
No, but there are things challenges that we need to overcome. It's not overcomable, and the whole point is, look, we can make this work. We just need to get together and figure out how we can, where and when to put the water and how we can put it there that won't damage those ecosystems. We can supply plenty of water to those users that need it, and we needed to get it to critical ecosystems like the Everglades that needs it at those times.
As hopeful, at least, as you've ever been?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and for a lifetimer here.
40 years.
Yeah. And as a young man, a child, you were trudging through the estuaries. I remember went off to school, came back and said you had to be involved, and you've spent much of your adult life fighting for that cause. Mark Perry.
Thank you.
Thanks as always for the education. Nothing more critical. The face-off between schools, the governor in Washington, the latest chapter next.